Breaking news. Iran's on fire. You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. Central Iran gas pipe has a big explosion. It's on fire. It just recently happened. And more than likely, no one knows the answer why. It's probably a sabotage, okay? Same thing is happening in Russia. Once again, Russia's up in fire. Once again, guys, this is multiple times Russia, deep in Russia, their city, their factories, their whatever goes up in smokes, okay? More than likely, sabotage. Same thing is happening in Iran. So we're in the midst of World War III. No one's really talking about it. No one's declaring it. In other countries, their big brother is telling their population to get ready, buy food. They have bomb shelters. In America, we have none of that stuff. We have no bomb shelters. Big Brother's not telling us anything about get prepared, get some water, get some food. But if you listen to the news in other countries, from Europe to Japan to Korea to whatever you listen to, a lot of the people the governments are telling their people to get prepared, have water set aside, have food set aside, etc. So things look like they're popping off on a daily basis, okay? There's many red lines being crossed, and there's no stopping this. Why are we going to so much war? Well, very simple. The petrodollar, okay, I explained this many times. The world reserve currency is dying. And if that dies, the printing press, the reason why we're so powerful in America, because we can print money out of thin air, fake dollars, send it out, and get natural resources from other countries. That's so powerful. We can print something and trade it for actual fossil fuel. We could print something and get laptops. We could print something, get bicycles. Where the other countries, they can't print. They got to actually harvest. They got to actually produce. They have to manufacture. So they actually have to do all kinds of work where we just turn on the printing press and we are able to get stuff. So this is why we are at war, because the petrodollar is dying, the world reserve currency is dying. And what that means for you and Big Brother is that we can't have this endless amount of stuff, okay? Because the resources of the world are limited, and we're the only country that's obese in all directions. Our wallets are obese, our cars, we have too many cars, we have too much fat in our bodies. We just have too much stuff. We have so much stuff that we need storage facilities. We have so much stuff that all of our garages are full of stuff. So we're a cancer of society on the planet. So we're consuming so much that we have to overthrow so many other countries to rob their natural resources. And now, when the world has woken up to what's going on, and now that we've printed so much money, we've caused massive inflation, and the dollar is dying, the only other choice we have is to go to war. Because if we don't go to war, we're not going to be a powerful country anymore. If the petrodollar dies, that's the end of our power. End of it. Zero zitch. Because now we have to be a producer. And look, how many people in America are living on government cheese, right? From if it's food stamps, if it's tax returns, if it's whatever, subsidies. How many people, right? In other countries, you don't have that, ladies and gentlemen. The people are actually working for their own stuff. So we're a society that depends on subsidies. We depend on fake money. We depend on debt. That's why we have the cars we have the houses we have. No one has paid for it. No one is even working. They're barely making minimum payments for it. And that's the society we live in. So the petrodollar is dying, and this is why we need World War III. And it's been happening for 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, no one's been talking about it besides me telling you it's already happening. But when I say no one, I'm talking about the media. You're not hearing your politicians. You're not hearing the media saying we're in the midst of World War III. And it constantly is increasing and ratcheting up day by day, day after day. Just more and more red lines. And we're pushing and pushing and pushing till we see a mushroom cloud. That's it, guys. That's the end plan. That is the end plan. You know, when you keep pushing Russia, the end plan is you push them. They're very, very logical, very smart, very patient. They're not reactionary like Americans or the Europeans. They're very logical. You keep pushing them. You bomb them. You infiltrate Moscow. You do all this crazy stuff to them. Eventually, they're going to have their backs to the wall and they're going to push that button. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's simple. That's the end plan. It's just kind of like you're playing chess. The implant is checkmate. And that's where we're heading to, guys. We're at the checkmate strategy. The dollar is belly up. Inflation is crazy. F-150 used to be $15,000. Now they're $40,000. And the list goes on and on. Before, only mama had to work. Daddy had to work. And now mama has to work. The daddy has to work. The kids have to work. We got to put it in our credit cards. So we can see the deterioration of our society in a sense of having so much. Those days are over. Having the free electricity, when I say free, is very low. $2 or $3 gas is very cheap, considering the price that it should really be. And so those days are coming to an end. And us as Americans, we don't want the party to the end, unfortunately. We're used to the obesity. We're used to hoarding. We're used to having so much excess. We're used to not working and getting a handout from Uncle Sam. We're used to the cheese before harvest, right? We're getting the harvest before even planting the seeds. We're used to that. Well, guess what, guys? The world is changing, and that is coming to an end. And this is why we're going to this major war, because the party is over for Americans and the Europeans, guys. The South is getting power. Africa is getting power. India is getting power. Pakistan is getting power. China is getting power. There are a lot of other countries that are coming up. Right? And the truth is that America is only like 100 years old, guys. There are people on earth that are older than our country, in a sense, all right? So there are many civilizations like Russia that have been around, like the Chinese. They've been around so long, ladies and gentlemen. And America is just a baby, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a baby that took steroids, and it got really, really big and really, really strong. But the steroids is coming out, and now we're getting very, very weak. And everyone knows it. Right? Everyone knows it, that the steroids is the petrodollar. The steroids is the fake debt. And everyone knows that the debt is going to kill us. And if it's China, if it's Russia, if it's your local immigrant like me that lives here that realizes, oh shit, things are changing, dude. America's not going to be what it was just 10 years ago. And 10 years from now, it's not going to be where it was today. Inflation is going to be crazy if we're even around. If we don't nuke ourselves. Anyways, guys, thanks for clicking the like button. Go check out my new website at myrealestatedojo.com. If you're interested in real estate, don't take no for an answer. Always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. Peace.